Checkpoint. Kazuya-kun! Kazuya! Guys. Oh! Hey, don't move too much. Your left arm's pretty busted up. I'll heal you once the magic I use comes back to me, so be patient until then. I'm so glad you're okay! I was getting really worried. But we did it! We defeated Abaddon! Yeah, we did. Good thing you put some space between us. Oh, is he going to do a thing? This will be a genuine victory cry to celebrate our win. So give it all you've got. Huh? Marion? Jeez, why are you suddenly in trouble the minute I get here? Who the hell would want to have to carry you twice? Hey, how about some words of thanks for once? Thank goodness Marion's safe. But Cheshire, where'd that hole come from? It's not Abaddon. The sensation. Don't tell me. Wait, something's coming out of the hole. Octael. Marion. Marion. Together. Me. What the? Is that? Octael? No. That's the old one. But should have lost the ability to manifest now that Abaddon's gone? Has it really found someone other than Kazuya-kun to involve itself with? It looks like it's materialized with her as some kind of desperate last struggle. Octael, was your betrayal of heaven and acquisition of that wicked power all at the urging of that thing? I always knew you were ambitious, but to think you were planning on buying power like this. But ultimately, you went to the wrong entity for that. Octael's actual body has probably been destroyed, so what we're looking at is something that the old one has created for itself. I would never have imagined it could project itself so clearly. Because it's struggling to stay materialized here. Its body is all pulpy, but its power is the real deal. We gotta stop it somehow. Marion. Marion. Together. Me. It's coming this way. My magic hasn't fully recovered yet. Damn it. And we're still licking our wounds. If we just had a little more time. Kazuya, use this! Hyaki! Hey Kazuya, it's been a while. I come bearing gifts from the human realm. I ain't sure if you're fully charge it too. So blast that thing to hell! Right! Ugh! I'll hold one side. Let's fire it together, Kazuya. Thanks, Luca. We'll settle this once and for all. Linear cannon, it's over. But the old one crushed the round in its hand and nullified the attack. What? The linear cannon? Didn't work? Well, I mean, it didn't work on Cheshire. Why would it work on an old one? What? That was the use of my sleeve! What waste! Oh! What's wrong, Luca? Why are you crouched down all of a sudden? My arm, it's... Observe values outside natural laws. Predictive calculations impossible. Recommended evacuation. This is bad. Kazuya-kun, get away from Luca-kun! Huh? What? Ah! Father. It's the eye. Don't look at the eye. Don't acknowledge the existence of the eye. Pretend it doesn't exist. Nah, 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 nah. I see no evil. I hear no evil. I speak no evil. Look, Luca, what is that? Apoptosis speak. Or chaos speak, I guess. Oh crap, 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 this is bad, real bad! Elisis Lagos Magia. That is a shit ton of damage. Old one can no longer fight. His arm's gone back to normal like nothing ever happened. Just what on earth was that? I have no idea. This is the first time I've seen that happen. What was that? Why? Why did that appear? There was no sign of it until now. Oh, I see. So Luca-kun's got connected to that. Even though that was the one option that shouldn't have been chosen. This is a real pickle. What should I do about this? Are you okay, Luca? Pull yourself together! Huh? What's the matter, Alice? Did something happen? He doesn't remember. I'm understanding this less and less. Is he not in some kind of danger? Well, he's fine. For now, at least. But it certainly was unexpected. Now then, what to do? Wait! It hasn't fallen yet! Marion! Oh! No one is just barely hanging onto the edge of the hole using Octael's left arm. Let's try and climb out again. Thing's pretty stubborn. Just how long is it going to keep calling out for Marion? No way! Did that last hit have no effect? No! That should have been a fatal hit. The old one has learned to never give up from your actions. Just one last push. You gotta prove that never give up attitude wasn't meant for you. Hey, Marion, you should do some kind of attack as well. Do something with that seraphim pouch of yours. What? You dropped it into the hole? What's wrong with you? Nakamura, am I right in saying that Marion's angelic power activates when he believes he's throwing a gun? Now follow me with this one. That's correct. The presence or absence of ammunition is irrelevant. As long as it's thought of as a weapon that fires at range, anything will do. Oh! So that's what you're getting at! Come on, do it, I'm waiting for it. Here, Mizuki, throw this to Marion for me. Leave it to me. Do it. Marion's got the laser cannon. Yeet the laser cannon. Oh! To be honest, I didn't want to see your face ever again, much less meet with you when you're in that kind of state. But it ends here, with this battle and our connection. Go, Marion! Give the soul of Octael that's been reduced to such a pathetic form the true rest it deserves. Yeet the laser cannon! Marion, here's the laser cannon. Laser cannon hits the old one in the head! Boko damage! Good grief. Just how much longer are you planning to keep messing with people's plans, Marion? But it looks like just this once, I'll have to meekly give up. You have my thanks. With this, The hole! It disappeared! Have we won? Being driven back while in a materialized state is like designating yourself as a loser whose existence has yet to be established. That entity probably won't try to meddle on this side anymore. In other words, you've all won, in the very real sense. Congratulations, everyone. The old one was never able to materialize until Abaddon has finished this Chaos world, which is why it was only able to manifest like that form when it forced itself to appear just before. Unlike Kazuya-kun, Octael was neither a human nor an intervention target, so it probably knew what it was doing was pointless. That determination, huh? It feels like it was learning some pretty absurd things. But still, now that the old one's existence has been eradicated, everything's wrapped up nicely. Very good, very good. Don't give me that! Explain what just happened to Luca. You know something, don't you? Not only did he change into that form, he was also blurring out something. It was almost as if... that's right. I wouldn't say it's a problem right this minute, but it might become one if we do nothing. It's hard to explain in words, but the cause of it is clearly his excessive proximity to chaos. I was expecting him to be swallowed up by Abaddon after all. I wasn't expecting him to be swallowed up by Abaddon after all. As for countermeasures, let's see. We need to erase his memories of being summoned here. It doesn't have to be now. It's fine to leave it for when he goes home. Huh? Erase my memories? I don't have any clue what happened, but was it really that bad? It was bad. It was bad. It was bad. It was bad. It was bad! I see. It was really fun having an adventure with you and Marion, though. Erasing his memories won't actually fix the problem, but I don't want his mess to land on my plate, so I'll just pretend I fixed it for now. Passing the buck on to someone else. What a modern mentality you have. Not to mention it happened in front of a crowd. I won't be able to convince Alice Chan unless I do at least this much. Now then, let's not hang about chatting here. Why don't we make our way back up to the first layer? As much as it pains me, we'll have to break up this little party soon. We were never supposed to have gathered together like this. Kazuya. I'm happy we can meet again. Looks like you managed to come back in one piece. Wow! Everyone! Woo! We were actually planning on going into our separate ways, but these girls said they wanted to see you one last time. Rivals, for your affection, keep appearing, but I made an exception because we were fighting together. That's right. There's something I learned to make by watching them. Please accept it, if you'd be so kind. I can't go in my room like the others since I'm not a demon, but this box that's been infused with my memories will let you experience a simulation of me. I'd actually much rather take you home with me, but you can use this whenever you start to miss my sliminess. I'll be waiting. Woo! Use recommended. Thanks. You all made these, huh? Oh boy, aren't we popular, Kazuya? Alright, I've got everything ready. First is Luca-kun's world. Huh? Weren't you supposed to erase my memories first? It's been set up to erase them the instant you cross through the gate. In your case, you'll simply remember reaching out for that strange haze and it disappearing as you touch it. As for you, Alice-chan, it shouldn't be a problem to leave your memories as they are. I'm sure you won't be telling him what you saw, anyway. Oh, no fair. Do I look like someone with loose lips? When I meet the other Kazuya, I'll treat him like a completely different person, so don't worry. I don't want him to lose his mind and transform into that ever again. Luca, thanks for everything you helped me with. I'll never forget our adventure together. And take good care of the Kazuya on the other side, okay? I'm sure he'll be a huge help. Same here. I'm glad we fought together. I'd rather not forget it. You've got a mountain of other unresolved problems waiting for you on the other side. Make sure you properly rest when you get back, because things are only going to get busier. Well then, everyone, I won't forget our adventure together. Farewell! Here, I also made something. Though I made it so I could attack you, I became quite fond of you. Though I made it so I could attack you, I became quite fond of my old, more adult form. It had double the power and felt like the ideal form I should aspire to be in the future. But when I was locking away my memories into the box, I ended up using the wrong power, and so I can't use it myself. That's why I'm giving it to you. Use it whenever you feel the urge to be squeezed by me in my old form. I'm sure I'll be gentle. Thanks. This trip has been a great experience for widening my knowledge. I have to thank Remiel as well. Though Marion might not say it, it seems like even he was surprised by how everything turned out. Found it all very interesting, and hopes this will lead to human independence. His expression didn't change at all. Are you sure he was thinking all that? Human independence. So this has been a stepping stone on the path to him becoming the leader of humanity one day? He doesn't wish to go that far. I think he wants tales of his heroism to be passed down to later generations to inspire them. But to do that, he must expand his knowledge and get a firm grasp on everything without becoming biased one way or the other. Is a blank-faced guy like this really going to have stories written about him? Hey, no fair! You can't flick my forehead like that! Are you really the descendant of a knight? Remember well, Marion. I'll keep trying and one day I'll get my revenge! You guys are pretty close, huh? Not like lovers, though. More like you just know each other inside and out. Now then, farewell, O hero from another world, Kazuya. May there be light on your path. Mizuki-kun and Yami-kun, since you're both pretty much from the same world, why don't you go at the same time? That'll save a lot of work. Has my world really been returned back to normal? Is my brother okay? The whole skull's back together, safe and sound. Though the damage done by the Chimera Beast is still there, their victims are all fine. More or less. Well, classes might be delayed because of that, but if I recall, that's normal for your school, so it probably won't be a problem. That's about right. That's the reason I still wear my summoner to school. Just what kind of school do you go to? I'm glad I met you, Kazuya-kun. Getting to adventure with you is one reason, but being with you also makes me feel incredibly safe.
I couldn't make a box, but I'd like to meet you again someday. Let's get lovey-dovey if we ever do.
Got it, Yami-chan. Please stop rubbing certain parts of your body all over mine while you hug me. Alright then, even though we were only together for a short time, just knowing there are other people fighting out in other worlds will inspire me in my own battles with demons. Cherish your life, Kazuya-san. I've always remembered the words someone gave me. There is a difference between recklessness and impulsiveness. Aren't you a middle schooler? You got a little too much life experience. Farewell, Demon Tamer. If fate wills it, we may yet again see each other when we're in different forms. We'll have you show us your power when that day comes. I eat you if you weak. Prepare yourself.
See you later, Kazuya-kun. Alright then, let's go home too. My room's totally back to normal now. It's been ages since I last saw Nina-chan and the others. Woo!
Kazuya, what's the matter? You look anxious. Cheshire, the threat from Abaddon and the Old One is now over. So in other words, there's no further use of this EX body, is there? What should I do from here on out? Should I just wake up and go back to my normal life at the office?
You don't have to do that right this minute. You still have things you want to do, don't you?
Go fulfill the request of that Mayra woman in Hell's Gate. I'll return you back to your own world once that's over and done with. What we did today wouldn't have been possible without the help of those two in Hell's Gate. And I know you feel just as bad as me about leaving without returning the favor. Don't worry about time. You got plenty of that. You won't be able to come back here once you've woken up, so you can stay in my room as long as you want until you're satisfied.
But still, this will probably be the last time we ever meet, since I'll be formatted if this intervention ends.
Like I told you before, this body of mine is at its limit. The Old One's corruption really did a number on it, so the higher powers will rebuild it when I go back to nothingness. This will be goodbye, in a very real sense. The next version of me will likely have no memory of you. Cheshire. We still haven't had our goodbye hug yet, right? We promised to have one back in that forest, after all. Thank you, Cheshire. You've been an amazing friend.
Jeez, you're a real lady killer, aren't you?
Thanks, Kazuya-kun. I suppose I'll head back as well. What do you do, Cheshire? Are you coming with me? I'll hang around here a little longer. I still got something I need to do. That's so. In that case, I'll leave this space here a little while longer. Give me a shout when you're done. I'll be off now. So you didn't run, Mad Hatter. Or maybe I should call you Cheshire. Though the normal you would have bolted off somewhere and gone to hiding, you're giving off quite a relaxed vibe now. Is it maybe because of that being formatted thing you were talking about? Because even if I destroy you, nothing would really change? It's not that. I'm here because I haven't thanked you properly. Like for that time when I was eaten by Abaddon. And for that time when you isolated the genocide timeline.
You've helped me an awful lot during this whole Kazuka intervention case. So, do whatever you want. Destroy the spy until you're satisfied. Use this chance to find some peace. I won't be selfish enough to ask for forgiveness. I did what I did. That fact hasn't changed, and it never will. Aren't you just trying to skirt the issue with your usual word games? But either way, it looks like you're serious. But sorry. I don't have a personality so demonic that I'd still attack you anyway after hearing all that, though I am a demon. Also, I have something to thank you for as well. You were the one who rescued me when I was about to disappear inside Abaddon, weren't you? Honestly, I still can't forgive you. But I don't have the same urge to obliterate you like I used to, and it's not what Kazuya would want me to do either. Kazuya-kun, huh? So you've fallen for him as well. He's a strange one. We've both been swept off our feet by him. No doubt. Also, there was something that surprised me. I want to ask why that kid had that power. You know everything, don't you, Trustfire? Why don't you just tell him the truth already? I imagine even he has to be close to figuring out by now. So you noticed. You really do have the same intervention as me. How about you stop hiding and come out? You're about to return to the other side anyway. How long did you know I was there? I knew the whole time, ever since you sent me that letter. It was probably impossible for you to perfectly emulate White Rabbit, wasn't it? That's why you sent me that letter. But White Rabbit would have no need for letters. Me and him, or is it her now? Either way, we don't need to share information with one another in the same dimensional space. What are you talking about? We are essentially formless, like equations and theorems. We are both necessary and unnecessary in the world. The form I'm in right now was permitted to materialize by the higher powers, with an objective to complete, and the power and authorization needed to do that. But it cannot be allowed to exist with similar beings in the exact same space. To give an extreme example, if the equations 1 + 1 = 2 and 1 + 1 = 3 both officially existed, it would cause a chain reaction that would heavily damage the world's natural laws. Which is why White Rabbit doing something stupid like trying to contact me is forbidden. So then what was the significance of the code phrase, friend of the tea party, that I saw buried within her? That's just a classification. White Rabbit and I have similar roles, so it's kind of like a genre classification. It doesn't have any particularly special meaning like it did this time with having an actual friendly tea party. It'd be foolish to ascribe that kind of literal meaning to it. And it looks like even you failed to realize something. The real White Rabbit is already dead. Yep, White Rabbit is dead. Dead and gone. All to give us a chance. That world has finally gone to its final round. White Rabbit used up all of her power and died in order to make that chance happen. It's quite unlike her to invest so much of herself into Luca-kun and his friends. But then, I'm not one to talk. You must have sensed it as well since you've had contact with her. But even though I knew you weren't really White Rabbit, I still wanted to help Luca-kun. That's why I went along with your story and arranged the tea party. I think it's more she wanted Lukakun's help. But still, to convert magic in the space of another world, like her, you can do some fairly clever things. Looks like the cat's out of the bag. Oh man, that means there wasn't any point in taking this form. But it all worked out in the end. Even Abaddon mistook me for a white rabbit. And even when my existence was fading, those three kept their connections to each other. That's because I've always been in my room. So other than my magic conversion, my presence or absence didn't affect the connection. Does that mean the connection to Luca and Marion was something you decided to sever or maintain? It's like we've been playing right into your hands. It's not like you haven't had secrets of your own to keep. Why does it matter? Both Abaddon and the Old One have been defeated. And now that all doubts and misgivings have been cleared up, it's about time I headed home. I'd really like to go back to my original form. Take care of Kazuya-kun for me, would you? Yes, take care of him, Daji. The Daji that went to join the collab in Monster Girl Quest Paradox. So then, why couldn't both of you access and use the same intervention power? Well, she herself probably wouldn't know why. It's a hassle when you learn to use it, how to use it. For the same reason you can. Because she's from a timeline where she got too close to an intervention target. But annoyingly, the one that ate Kazuya-kun is in Luka-kun's world. In other words, escaped to a world that's outside my jurisdiction. In your case, it was an essential part of the official timeline, so you're not to blame for any of that. But that thing has to be destroyed no matter what. Unlike you, who is using it to get revenge on me, Daji is overflowing with wicked ambitions. She cannot be left to her own devices. A real nuisance got herself a real nuisance of a power. I hope she at least doesn't realize just what she's got her hands on and then starts using it to go around to different worlds. Anyway, I guess I'll head home too. But before that... Ugh! You let your guard down. I won't forgive you, but this makes us a little more even. Catch you later. Ah, that's smart. That last punch was a doozy. Not a bad feeling. The multiverse. My jurisdiction, along with everything I can see from here, is nothing but a speck. Even among worlds with the same history, there's an almost infinite number of variations. And yet, here they are, bundled up and appearing like stars in the sky. What an absurd view. Speaking of parallel worlds, Lukakun's world is nearing its end. I was certain it had more time left than this. A third option. Even if it's to resolve this situation, it's disgusting that he's been burdened with the role of a singularity. That's all I can say, since that world has nothing to do with me. But it must be rough, Luka-kun. That sensation! White rabbit? No! It can't be! But it already feels so close! Luka-kun! That form! I see. So it really didn't do anything.
The individual resembling Luca has approached Cheshire. There's a distinct desire to kill manifested in its eyes.
You've already lost all reason. You relied on following my presence to get here. Well then, what to do? I've only just resolved one huge problem, so I don't feel like getting into any more scraps. But if you really want to fight me no matter what, I suppose I'll take you on.
Adramelk!
Target confirmed. Class 0 cross-world contact detected. Second law corruption rate of 98.6%. Executing irregularity. What is that?
Adramelk!
You're an incarnation of natural law. You probably correspond to the fourth one. Ah, you really did me a solid. I don't know what I would have done if you hadn't come. I didn't want to get wrapped up in any more trouble. We are no longer natural laws or concepts. We will use our will to plunge the world into chaos. Ah, you're one of those. Oh, well, good luck with that.
The mysterious individual left.
Ah, thank God! Dealing with Luca directly would have ruined me. No way they'd stop at reformatting me for that. But to think the natural laws are incarnating themselves. That means Lucaken's world is already... No. Best not to think about it anymore. This is probably the last of my dealings with Lucaken. Everything that's left is his world's problem to deal with. Lucaken's gonna be burdened with a pretty rough fate. The power to change fate. I think I understand why Lucifer's so stuck on that. There's so many things I still don't understand about humans. That's why this job never gets boring. Well, I'm about at my limit. I can't complain though. They've been pretty lenient with me about all this. I'll leave a duplicate of me on the application before I'm formatted. Guess I'll make preparations for my next form. My next form. I wonder what it'll be. Your hand's shaking. What's the matter? I'm scared. I keep thinking I'm going to lose you again. And maybe I'll crush you against my will. That maybe I'll crush your hand against my will. I feel like I'm too polluted to be holding your hand, so I don't put much strength into my grip. Let's just take it a little bit at a time. I'm sure it's because you're a kind person that you're finding it so hard to forgive yourself. Time will heal your injuries, but you're the only one who can heal yourself. I'll never leave your side if I can help with that. Now let's go. So a version of you from another world will forgive you, but so you can forgive yourself. You can stop when you want to stop. You can cry when you want to cry. The important thing is that you never give up. This time, I'll be the one close to you. I'll reach out to you as many times as it takes. I'll call out to you as many times as it takes. Let's move forward, little by little, together.
True salvation end. So, we've almost got this game all wrapped up. All that's left is to wait for when the black box scenario is released. And then we will be truly finished with Shrift. At least Shrift 1. There is still, of course, Shrift 2 coming out. And I won't miss it for the world. Still surprising to see how much characterization we got from some characters that didn't normally have them. Like the characters from Super Monsters and Girls, I mean, there was barely any dialogue in that game. And then White Rabbit, we didn't have a whole much interaction with her before now, even if we were interacting with her through Daji. Thanks! The story is dedicated to all who never gave up until the very end. Yeah. Oh crap, I totally forgot you existed! Where have you been this whole time? Yeah, about that. I was summoned by Daji-sama. Seemed like there was no point in me going because so many others were already there. The rest of the cast was already making too many jokes, so there was no more room for more comedic relief. Yeah, I suppose it would be hard to do your usual routine when it's so crowded. And that's it. Let's not forget to claim our prizes. We got 999 SP. And we got some memory jewels obtained. Oh, which reminds me, I wonder if they translated that too. Anyway, we got another thing. It should be complete now, right? 100% completion. The Ring of Bonding. Ring of Bonding. A ring given to those who finish the story. Please wait a little longer for Black Kitsune. Now then, let's go spend those SP points. We're gonna max this crap out. Got everything. If we faint once per battle, we'll recover 50% willpower and vitality. 30% to nullify all attacks. 10% to evade all physical attacks. Recover 10% vitality and 10% willpower every turn, along with max stats. We learn these extra spells. For 10 turns, evades all magics and resists most restraints and debuffs. Thankfully, our auto recovery will take care of the drawbacks to that. Energy consumption reduced by half. Reduces lust intake. Doubles maximum willpower and vitality. Yep, and then that's extra recovery per turn. And then the magic that can damage anything. We don't have anything more we can make, right? Yep. Got everything.